What is going on, guys? This is Alex, aka Retro Rising. As you can tell, my hair is no longer blue, and it is a lot shorter now. So I did cut my hair. First off, alright? Let me know if you like it. But no, like the video says, we are testing out this new deck I made, and I totally went to the wrong screen. This is fine. So this is a deck I made all around Clodsire EX. Let me show you this guy, alright? The ability Toxic Wetland is pretty sick. Once per turn, if a stadium is in play, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon poisoned. On top of that, its attack Needlebone isn't that bad. Flip a coin, if tails during your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. But it does 200 damage, and Clodsire has a retreat cost of 3. Which is really expensive, I will say. So Clodsire seems like a guy who is going to kind of stay on the bench and kind of will weaken the team with some Toxics that can come in, Needlebone some things, knock them out. To support this is the Paldean Wooper I have. I don't know if this is the best Paldean Wooper. I don't know if there are other cards to swap him out with. But this is the one I have. Find a Home is pretty cool. It lets you search for a stadium, reveal it, add it to your hand. So basically, I can have a stadium on my next turn, unless they play something like Iona or anything else that forces me to discard. To kind of support this, I have my Purloin Lipard draw engine that I also showed in that Roaring Moon deck. I've also added in Mew with Mysterious Tail, specifically for the Mysterious Tail ability, because I want to get those item cards, especially for cards like Brute Bonnet. Brute Bonnet's Toxic Powder needs him to be equipped with a Ancient Booster Energy Capsule, so getting something like those items is very, very crucial. And then I was testing out the deck a little bit before this, so I also decided to add in a couple copies of Roaring Moon into the deck. Roaring Moon is you guys know, I already like it. I've run Roaring Moon in the past. But Roaring Moon just worked out as, I think, the best thing to add to the deck in this situation. It lets me discard some stadiums as well, especially in a stadium-heavy deck already with Clodsire. It's very nice. As well as Frenzied Gouging, being able to knock out things right away is really cool. Calamity Storm, doing 220 damage is really, really good. A lot of threats kind of are in that like 220 to 250 range, I would say. So if you combine that with like some toxic not toxic poison, just regular poison from things like Brute Bonnet or Clodsire, that's very nice in helping weaken them. So I think that's all going to work. And of course I have Radiant Greninja in this deck again, just more of a draw engine. I honestly don't know if Radiant Greninja is great in this deck. I might swap it out for another card. I'm not sold on Radiant Greninja. Like, I might swap it out. Moving on, we could talk about the item cards I chose in this deck. Of course, I have the staples. I have Escape Ropes, Ultra Balls, Nest Balls. I have a few copies of Path to the Peak as well. Some Switch and Earthen Vessels. I have Professor's Research. I did finally get the full art one. Turns out it was like a level up bonus, so I just got that the other day. Or not level up, what's it called? The Battle Pass. Got it. Yeah. So, yeah, Professor's Research and Sada's Vitality. Dark Patch, Boss's Orders, Iona. All those like staple supporters. As well as Artizone, I really like, because with Path to the Peak, you cannot use Clodsire's ability to poison, which sucks. But you can still use Brute Bonnet to poison, so I still want a Path to the Peak. It really just shut down my opponents. And I have Artizone as an option. Artizone letting me put a basic Pokemon on the bench, as long as it doesn't have a rule box, so I can get Purloin, Mew, or Wooper right on there. No problem. Ooh, or Brute Bonnet. Sorry. Brute Bonnet is another good one. I kind of want to run one more Brute Bonnet. I'm just trying to figure out how. I will say that too. Alright. Let's see. Was there any other items I had to talk about? Oh, and the Ancient Booster Energy. So like I said, we are running Brute Bonnet and Roaring Moon in this deck. So Ancient Booster Energy is very, very nice. Adds 60 HP and makes you immune to special conditions. So that makes Roaring Moon a little bit more bulky. It makes Brute Bonnet a little bit more bulky. But also makes them immune to being poisoned. So that's very, very nice. Let's see. Talked about that. All that's left is I just have 12 energies in this deck. I was very tempted to run, was it the medical energy? No, therapeutic, right? Where are you at? The therapeutic energy that would heal, sleep, confuse. Oh. Well, never mind. Apparently it only stops sleep, confused, or poisoned, or paralyzed. It does not help with being poisoned. Well, it's a good thing I didn't add that then. But I was also tempted for, like, the Jet Energy or Double Turbo Energy. I think Jet Energy could be helpful if I'm, like, have something. Because a lot of this deck does have high retreat cost. It's not like, especially Brute Bonnet and Clodsire. So, it's definitely something to consider. As you can tell, I dropped points on the ladder since the last stream. I don't know. If that's the part of, like, testing the deck on the ladder is you will drop. So, we're fun. After a couple games, I do want to do some, what's it called, cards as well. The code cards. That's the name of them. I want to do just a couple of the packs and see if I can get anything to help out with this deck. Like I said, like I was talking about with Roaring Moon, I think something with Lost City would be very, very nice for this deck. Lost City would give me a better matchup against Lost Zone, which I'm a very big fan of. I like this deck. Something I like about this deck that I didn't talk about before. My only EXs are Roaring Moon and Clodsire. So I very much like having not as many EXs as my offensive force in this deck. Brute Bonnet still does 120 damage. Like, that's not bad. 120 damage and can poison. The only trade-off is Brute Bonnet can't attack 2 turns in a row. But the way how you can get past that is if you switch out and switch back in, then you can. So what we're going to do is we're going to put Mew up in the active spot and Roaring Moon on the bench. So, I'm going to wait to use this Ancient Booster Capsule. I'm going to wait until I see a Brute Bonnet. Just because, yeah, it helps Roaring Moon, don't get me wrong. But against this deck, the Gardevoir deck, I'll especially wait. This deck switches a lot, so Poison I don't think will help me too much. We can hope, don't get me wrong. We can hope, but, yeah. Dude, I was just looking at myself in the screen, and I see, like, the whole latest tipper thing. I need to take that off. I have tips turned off, so I kind of need to just, like, you know, get rid of that. Alright. Professor's Research is pretty killer, and you know what? I am just going to put that Ancient Booster Energy on. I'm going to put that on. I'm going to put Path to the Peak up as well. And I'm going to Professor's Research away those 2 energies. Now I have some energies in my discard, which I am very happy about. We're going to Dark Patch. Another one on the Roaring Moon. We are going to use Mysterious Tail. Hope to get a Dark Patch. Earthen Vessel or an Ultra Ball. Let's actually take the Ultra Ball. We're going to take the Ultra Ball, and we are going to... How do I want to do this? Because I want to put... Because what we're going to do, actually, is we're going to get rid of Boss's Orders, and I think... I want to keep the Switch. I want to keep the Ancient Booster Energy. I don't want to get rid of Iono, though. It's going to have to be Iono. I don't like doing that, but that's my move. Brute Bonnet was right in front. I'm crazy. So we're going to put that up. We're going to put the Ancient Booster on him. We're going to Toxic Powder both my Pokemon and his. And I'm going to end there. Okay. So. Got Curlia out. Used Worker to get rid of Path of the Peak. That's cool. I'm not going to get upset about that. I was really hoping I could have gotten one more energy on Roaring Moon just to knock out whatever he gets out. Or to knock out that Waltz, but I'll live. He's probably going to let this this Waltz in the front die. I keep forgetting I don't have my cursor on anymore because I was getting distracted by it watching back some streams. So we'll see. So the thing is right now, I like my new haircut, but unfortunately, I don't know if anyone else is like me with this. I don't like my haircut day of. It looks too clean almost. Like I don't know. I want to like get that lived in look really quick, but it'll just need a minute. I could just wear a hat. Yeah. Now you have Curly up. Yeah, that makes sense once you get it on the bench. So the thing is I want Roaring Moon to be able to attack. Alright. Well, there's a Dark Patch. That's cool. So we're going to start by using Mysterious Tail. Let's see if we can get anything cool off that. Dark Patch or an Earthen Vessel. We're going to take that Dark Patch. Let's check how many energy. I have 1 energy in my discard. So we're going to put that 1 energy on the Roaring Moon. We're going to put my other energy on Brute Bonnet. We're going to switch out my Mew for Roaring Moon. And we're just going to hit him with a Calamity Storm. Knock out that Mew. Take prize card. Hopefully something good. Liepard. I can take it. I wish it was a Purloin so I could get into Liepard. But I'll make it work. Alright. The only thing is, I wish Poison affected, like, the bench. Because Poison only doing 10 to the active Pokemon is, like, kinda not the greatest. If it was, like, a secondary effect, or the fact that it's triggered by abilities and it's not, like, my main attack, it is good. I want to actually pull, Krogunk card. Because I have this Toxicroak EX that has an attack that'll put, like, 6 Toxic counters, I think it is. Or what is it? Instead of doing 10 damage, it'll do 6. It does something like that if it is used on a poisoned Pokemon. And I really want that in this deck. So I just gotta see if I can get it. That would probably, like, replace Roaring Moon in this deck as my big, my damage. But we'll see how he works with his booster energy. I swear to God, if you pick Wooper, I'm gonna be so mad at you. Who are you gonna pick? Brute Bonnet, okay. Nest Ball. Nest Ball is nice because I could get out a Purloin like I was just talking about, or I can get out Radiant Greninja. I'm going to go for Radiant Greninja right now because I can use Artazone to bring out the Purloin. I'm going to use Toxic Powder because I can't attack, but I can still use Toxic Powder, and then I'll end. I can at least do a little bit of damage, you know? I wish this Brute Bonnet didn't need 3 energies to attack, but I understand why. Let's see what he's going to do, right? Alright. Let's see. Yep. Cool. The nice part, too, about how I'm weakening things is once they become Curlia, they are not going to be weak to steel anymore. So if, like, Lipard can come in, Lipard does 60 damage with its attack. So, like this Curlia, I just have to poison it and then get out Lipard, and then I'm fine. Rare Candy heals? Does Evolution heal? Huh! I didn't realize Evolution healed, healed status conditions. Look at that. Makes sense. It just doesn't do it in the video game, so I didn't think it would happen here. Let's see. Got the reversal energy. And a Gardevoir EX. That's frustrating. Alright. Alright. Let's see. How does reversal energy work? I never understood that. If you have more prize counters than your opponent, it counts as 3. Alright. We're just gonna put Roaring Moon up right now. I'm gonna get Lipard out. Use Trade to get rid of Paldean Wooper to draw 2. It's a Dark Energy. So we're going to use Concealed cards on that to draw 2. We're going to use Earthen Vessel to get rid of another Earthen Vessel to draw 2. Your Dark Patch. Use an energy. I'm going to think for one moment. Artizone. I do not have another Brute Bonnet in the deck right now. We're going to get rid of Artizone for that Path to the Peak, and we're just going to Calamity Storm. I made a mistake. Alright, we're going to get rid of that Gardevoir. I shouldn't have used my Path to the Peak. I should have just gotten rid of Artizone. I'll live. It was just stupid. So you do what? 160 damage? Okay. Not my greatest play, though. That's very annoying. I'm forced to get rid of 2, so that's going to be Purloin and Mew. You have 11 cards in your hand and 7 cards in your deck. You have 12 cards in your hand and 5 in your deck. Let's see. You're going to use Fog Crystal. Are you trying to stall yourself out? Do you have an Iono or something? Or do you just not realize you're out of cards, basically? I hate you. For targeting my Wooper, you get a fate worse than death. Yeah. Does 20 damage for... Oh, you get to pick which one. That's so interesting. Okay. First, we're going to use concealed cards. That's cool. Now we're going to use Lipard. Ooh. Artizone. I don't think I have any left, but we're going to check real quick. Nothing. It's good to know I did have a Clodsire in my deck, though. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to put an energy on Wooper. Does Wooper get a kill? Let's give Wooper a kill. I didn't add Clodsire to the deck. I made a completely new deck around Clodsire. I still have the Darkrai Roaring Moon deck. This is more... it's a Brute Bonnet and Clodsire deck that I added Roaring Moon to for some damage. I was talking about it a little bit. I'm going to open some packs after this match, and we're going to see if I can pull a Krogunk out of any of those. Unfortunately, I don't know what set has a Krogunk off the top of my head. So, like, I can kind of hope that one of these has it. So, by the way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have 3 cards in your deck now. 7, 10. Yeah. So I'll take this set of them. I didn't show the code because I don't trust people. And we'll go through this set of 10 and then... Yeah. Do you have a boss's orders or something, or? Alright. Okay. Use Brainwave there. That's not bad. We're gonna put Lipard up. There's Clodsire. So, getting Clodsire, super awesome. But first, we're going to use Trade on an Escape Rope. Oh, there's an Iono. I could save his ass. And then we're going to... How do I want to do this? So I actually have a couple of ways to do things. Unfortunately, we're actually going to boss his orders out the Kirlia. We're going to use Clodsire's Toxic Wetland to make Kirlia poisoned again. Then we're going to use Slash on Kirlia, taking it down to 70. And then it takes the 1 poison damage. Unless he has a super rod or something, he just loses here. Oh, there's the super rod. Alright. Trying to figure out how to get out of this, that's all. Cause if I both need another dark energy and the boss's orders. Oh! He gets rid of his own guy, so I can't do that. Alright. I guess I just need a dark energy then. Well, I said I need a dark energy. Is this guy trying for a boss? No, you can't be trying for a boss's orders. You just played Iono. Brainwave does 300 damage! Holy shit! Alright, Clodsire can come in though. And we're gonna Needle Bone. Of course it does 200 damage. We get heads. So as long as I live to my next turn, I win. We'll see. Can he knock out Clodsire in 1 move? Okay. Okay. And they concede. Alright. Clodsire makes people quit. Look at that. Alright. Do not say Roaring Moon was my MVP. It was Clodsire. Even though I think Roaring Moon got 1 kill in that entire thing. Anyways. So yeah, let's go to, what was it, shop and redeem. Alright, we're gonna go full screen for a quick moment. Right. While I type in a few codes. So what we are hoping for, sorry, I had to make sure it was on the right screen. What we are hoping for is a sorry, my code was not going through. We're hoping for a Krogunk, alright? And if I do not get a Krogunk, I'm a little bit sad. If we get that Krogunk, though, I will show you that Toxic Croak again. Because, let me tell you, I want it. is so nice. Having an attack that basically makes it so poison does 6 damage counters. Oh, I darkened my hair back. I darkened it and I cut it today. I was talking about that at the beginning. Yeah. It's back to, my natural... it's slightly darker than my natural color, I should say. Because they didn't, like, have perfectly my color, and I was honestly a little bit lazy. Like, we could have perfectly color matched it if we really spent the time. But I was like, I don't feel like spending that much time. So I was like, let's just get the darker one. It will eventually lighten back into my natural color. Oh. Sorry, I like messed up one of my codes and went like, alright, where did I mess up? Yeah, the lighting in my room actually is not that bad, which I very much like. If I ever want to, I can darken it, but yeah. No, what was not fun was my dog barking at me after we did this. He's a big dog. Enhanced back to school blister 20. What is an enhanced back to school blister 2021? Thank you. It's back, like I said, it's just back to closer to natural, I guess. I don't know. It's very close to what it was. Well, straight up, my hair color is like the direct color between the two. Like a 4 and a 5, basically. It was right between it. Why did I press that number? Okay. I just have a couple more to put in. If I stop distracting myself, we'll be good. I wish I could, like, put in all of these codes ahead of time and then choose to open packs later, but unfortunately, like, they all open right as you put them in. Like, dude, just the way how I like having things all, like, ready before stream. That's the thing I also don't like about this new, streaming website is the old one. I could, like, prep my whole stream outline ahead of time. Now I have to type the whole thing right before it, which is why I've been kind of lazy with getting, like, stream rules and all of that put in the description of videos and, like, all that stuff. Because, like, I have to retype it every episode until I get, like, a Word doc that I can just copy and paste. It'll happen, don't get me wrong, it'll happen eventually. Or maybe it's... I think that was more a Twitch thing where I could just do it right away. Or I'll get a command that can eventually set it all up. Alright. We'll see. So we're just going to open these 10 packs and then later on we'll go through 10 more. Like, I still have a good chunk, so... And I shrink. I got a shaman coin from one of those packs. Sorry, I'm trying to make myself grow kind of back to where I was. We'll see. It's kind of close. That is a really cool shaman. That's Snorlax. I also want to get that Snorlax that's been the one that makes it so people can't swap out. Because I think that would be super cool in this deck for, like, poisoning someone and making it so they can't switch. Sounds pretty weenie to me. Yeah, spooky. Yes, it does. Squovat. Galarian Surfetched. Interesting. Alright. Fusion Strike. Will you have what I want? It's not a Snorlax V. It's a regular Snorlax. It's, I don't even have one to show it. It's just a regular... I don't know if we've gone against a stall deck yet on stream. But basically, it's a Snorlax deck. I can't remember its ability. It has an ability that means that your opponent's Pokemon can't switch out. That's all it does. So you have to use a card like Switch or Escape Rope, or another strategy I like using is I Boss's Orders them out. It basically forces them to use a card to get out, which is very nice. It slows down Lost Zone decks, which I'm a very big fan of. This deck actually hasn't gone against Lost Zone yet. I think I've played it about 10 times so far. But I just haven't gone against Lost Zone yet, so I have hope. See if battle styles have... I fought one stall deck? Okay. I think that Snorlax was in that stall deck. The thing is, though, that Roaring Moon kind of, like, looks at that stall deck and just beats it. So... yeah, I actually lost against one earlier today off stream. Look at this Hisuian Overquill real quick, because I think I just pulled a Hisuian Quillfish, too. Your opponent's... this is a free attack, by the way. Your opponent's active Pokemon is now poisoned. During Pokemon Checkup, put 5 damage counters on that Pokemon instead of 1. And then pinning during your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. Pretty sick. It's pretty sick. What is Temple Asino? All special energy attached to a Pokemon, both yours and opponent's, cost... was it an energy more? I like trying to read it, but like the text is so iffy. Yeah, that Overquill is just a weaker version of that Toxicroak I was talking about. I'll see if I can find that, and then I'll go to Temple of Sinnoh right after this, because that looks like a very interesting card. Temple of Sinnoh might be good in this deck, too. There's a Hisuian Overquill. See, he might be something to consider for, like, this Toxic deck. What's Spiny Rush? Flip a coin until you get tails. This does 10 more damage for each head. That can be sick. Let's see if I can find him real quick. Right at the top. Nasty Plot, search your deck for up to 2 cards and then put them in your hand. That's pretty sick. But opponent, it does 120 damage, and it puts, and it poisons, putting 6 damage counters on that Pokemon instead of 1. So it's like just a better version of that Hisuian Quillfish. Yeah, it costs 3 energy and it's from an EX Pokemon, but yeah. But Hisuian Quillfish being able to do that for free is pretty sick. The thing is I don't know what I would take out to put this in right now. It would basically be if I was... here's the thing. If I was running a Hisuian Quillfish deck instead of a Clodsire deck, that would probably be it. I think that would be the switch. What's Hisuian Sneasler doing? During Pokemon Checkup, put 2 more damage counters on that oh! Let's switch Radiant Sneasler on instead of the Radiant Greninja. This is just better. During Pokemon Checkup, put 2 damage counters on your opponent's poisoned Pokemon. And this is just something that can chill on my bench. And I have a Dark Energy for it, too. I have Liepard for the draw engine, so it doesn't really hurt me that much in that aspect. I think Radiant Hisuian Sneasler is, yeah. And it's put 2 more damage counters on. So, they'd be losing 30 health and not 20. Which is sick. And then if we were to get the Hisuian Quillfish, then it would be putting 80. Hits, yeah. Because it would be putting the 5 on plus 3 more. So, That's sick. Pretty sick. Oh, I said I'd check out Temple of Sinnoh. I said I would do that. Let's pull that up real quick, and then I'll pull up the next match. I forget, I have to go to trainers first. And let's sort by stadium. I'm like blocking my face with my hand, sorry. Temple of Sinnoh. All special energy attached to a Pokemon, both yours and opponents, provide... Oh! All special energies provided provide basic energy and have no other effect. So... It's not bad. That shuts down things like jet energy and the double energy. So decks that rely on those. So Temple of Sinnoh could be a card. In a deck like this, could be a card. Especially how much Clodsire relies on stuff like that. But yeah, like right now I have Path to the Peak, I have Artizone. I was thinking about Pokestop. The one I really want is that Bog. I don't remember what pack the Bog is from. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry, I was getting the more code cards ready right there for after this match. I think I'm going to do like one match, open more packs. Like I'm going to go back and forth. Anyways, that Bog that's like every time you put energy on a Pokemon, they take 20 damage. I think I want that. Is it 20? It might be 10. I don't remember. It's a Calamitous Bog. Something. Like I have the Wasteland. Alright, 1, 2. I'm gonna see. Do I think I have anything? I think Astral Radiance was the set that had the Legends Arceus cards. Ooh! I have a Legends Arceus Radiance. Yeah, the Astral Radiance build and battle box. So that could be some cool stuff on that one. It might come with some extra cards or something. Funny story, this deck actually likes going first. So sure. It's a Charmander deck. Ow. I went to burp and hiccuped in the middle of it. It like ended my hiccups, but my chest did a double jump. Alright. You've got Jirachi in your deck. Sick. We're going to use Artizone to get out. I'm thinking... Alright, so I already have Brute Bonnet. I think I'm going to go Mew. I'm going to first use Toxic Powder. Then we're going to switch Mew in. Use Mysterious Tail. Gives me a escape rope. That's fine. I'm going to... How did I know it was a Zard deck? Because I played the game too much. There were Fire Energies and Rare Candies in his hand. Like... Fire Energies, Rare Candies... I was just looking at the cards in the hand and made a guess. But you don't see many Fire decks outside of that. If it's an Armor Rouge deck, there's no reason for there to be a Rare Candy. So... It's just a solid guess. For playing the ladder way too much. I think it says I've had over 300 games on, and I've only been playing it for like a month now. So, and I don't even play every day. By the way, I couldn't stop him from getting out his Zard EX first turn, so I'm very scared. Oh, actually, you can't Rare Candy first turn, so I am kind of safe from that. Also, he tries to to shuffle the Charmander in the crowd, so I can't pick the wrong one. This one has a damage counter on it. Haha. I still wish poison counted for Pokemon on your bench. I'm just saying. Pidgeot EX, cool. You just ended with that. Alright. Could have been a Skeledirge. Skeledirge deck. You are absolutely correct. So what we're going to do, we're going to get those 3 counters on. We're going to use Artizone to put Purloin on the bench now. Next, I'm going to have fun by using Escape Rope. I should have used Mew's ability just in case I could have gotten a switch. That's on me. That's on me. But yeah, you're gonna get out that. That's fine. I don't care. Alright, Charmander's done. So, I won't have to deal with the Charizard on my next turn. That's very nice. Jirachi comes out. That's cool. Yeah. Is it Artisan or Artizone? How do I pronounce things? Anyways, you do 120 damage. Scary. Alright. Alright, so let's see. How do I get... All I need to do is figure out how to get that Charmander on the bench, or in the active zone, so I can kill it. Here's the other scary thing. Brute Bonnet can't kill it. Because Brute Bonnet's attack can't be used twice back to back. Alright. Dark Patch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Artizone for Paldean Wooper, I think. We're going to put an energy onto Paldean Wooper, and we're going to play Iono. Because I know you just searched for a card, I want to get rid of it. We can get another Purloin on the bench. How do I want to do this? My retreat cost is 3. Haha, I can poison a steel type. Alright. Mysterious Tail, let's see. I can get an Ultra Ball in my hand. We're going to play that Ultra Ball. Ooh, do I want Liepard or Radiant Hisuian Sneasler? I think I want to try out the Hisuian Sneasler, but I also know that Liepard is better. I want my draw engine. Draw engine is slightly better. Roaring Moon. It's Roaring Moon. I'll leave it in my hand. Alright. So here's where I'm at right now. I have 5 energy in my discard. That's not good. The good news is, though, I think all of my Sada's Vitalities are in my deck still. That's cool. Also, Angel, do you see the new Professor's Research card? You see it? You like it? I got it. It's just a reward, I think, when you hit, like... I think, was it level 8 on the Battle Pass? Something like that. I was very excited earlier today. Because I was testing out this deck before stream, literally while I was getting my hair dyed, actually. So, yeah. Okay, you can still get Charizard out. That's spooky. Alright, so here's the thing about Charizard. It's spooky. Why'd you put a third energy on Charizard? The Vitality... Yeah, Vitality is the one... I have both as full arts, don't get me wrong. 420 damage. Hey, Purloin, just go up there. So, Collapse Coliseum is scary. So we're going to do a Roaring Moon. We're going to do an Energy onto you. I'm going to Toxic Powder. And we're going to Professor's Research. Yeah, Professor Sada's Vitality. There it is. We are going to get you out. We're going to put that on you. He beat you up. He took your lunch money. Goddamn. So now it's your turn. You need to beat him up. You gotta take his lunch money. You must continue the cycle of hate. Yo, I was... The way how the background moved on the screen for a second, I thought something was behind me in my camera. I was like, wait, what? Just from the corner of my eye seeing it. Alright. I don't know if my camera was always this low. I'm not gonna lie. I think it was actually slightly more to the left. I need to actually set up... I genuinely just need to set up a second screen where it's just my face, but larger for censoring. Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to get a PNG that's like a sensor for while I'm doing this. That just covers that. That's what I need to do. No. Oh, that's fine. You think the Brute Bomb's the threat. You can run your own Zard deck, that's fine. If I didn't already use my code card for it, I would give it to you. But I can't find it, so I'm assuming I already used it. That's probably how I got mine in-game. Dude, I have Evolving Skies cards. You can't use Evolving Skies anymore. Zard is going to go in. So here's what I have to do. We're going to Sada's Vitality real quick. That puts that, and I get 3. That's awesome. Radiant Sneasler. Radiant Sneasler, it is your time to exist. I'm not telling you to be good. I am telling you to exist. Is Clodsire better? Sorry, Clodsire does 200 damage. You can just kill, but you take the 200. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Roaring Moon for this turn. Nest Ball and an Escape Rope. Unless, wait, do I have it in this? No, this... Most of the set I have in my hand is actually just Astral Radiance. I need to get up a booster box for this set so I can actually open shit on stream. You have a Radiant Charizard. That's spooky. How much damage do you do? 90? 90 plus you can do double with the damage counter, so it'd be 110 that Radiant Sneasler can deal. Okay. No, it'd be 120 that Radiant Sneasler deals. So it adds 2 damage counters. Millennium, Walmart, yeah, all of them have it. Gonna Lost Vacuum your own collapsed stadium. Trying to draw another ZardEX? Or is it gonna be a prize card? I'm glad I figured out a deck to use Radiant Sneasler in, because I actually really like this card. So, to make it work, I'm very excited. It's just the whole you can only have one Radiant Pokemon in a deck thing, so, yeah. Are you worried about Clodsire's ability? I want to see where this goes. You put Mew out. Mysterious Tail. Another Super Rod. It's, see, Radiant cards, like, you can't have more than one Radiant Pokemon in a deck. I can get it. Like, I get it. It's slightly better than a regular card. They're not on par with, like, EX or V, but, like, you only take 1 damage if they're knocked out. So, like, I get it. So here's what I'm going to do here. 15 cards left in my deck. We're going to do Liepard to get rid of a Nest Ball, to draw 2, to just get a Nest Ball back. We're going to Ultra Ball that Nest Ball and an Earthen Vessel away. Okay, I guess it's just Brute Bonnet. Which I can do Brute Bonnet with an Ancient Booster Capsule, that's fine. Do I have any Boss's Orders left in this? I only used 1, so technically there should be 2 left. It's just... Okay, we're going to Sada's Vitality. We're just going to do that so I can draw some cards. Dang it. I guess I'm forced to Calamity Storm here. We'll take out the Mew. Radiant Charizard takes out Roaring Moon on this turn, most likely. What I need is a stadium that works as Toxic Spikes. Where it's like when a Pokemon becomes active, it gets poisoned. That's what I need. Would it be busted? Maybe. But I don't know, man. How many energies are in your discard? Only one. Wow. Huh. Huh. Going Charmeleon instead of Charizard is up. Okay, he concedes. I didn't know how I'd get out of that. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you got out Charizard EX, I kind of lost. So, yeah. All I had to do was retreat one Pokemon, and I didn't do that until then. Wow, 7 weeks left on this pass. I did not realize. I can probably get all the way to the end within 7 weeks. If I'm already at 9, most likely. Especially if I stream at least 2 or 3 times a week for 2 hours and I play just a couple matches, you know. And I still keep up for my dailies, even on days I don't stream. Like, you know, when you ever take like a poop that's going a little bit too long and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to play a Pokemon match. Maybe. Takes about 20 minutes. Sure, why not? Alright. Now let's redeem some extra code. Like I said, though, I need to get some PNG to just put up here as a sensor for when I'm doing code cards. I don't know what yet. Just know all too well. Yeah. Unfortunately. Alright. Oop. I don't even know if I messed up putting in that code card. I just had to back up and redo it. Imagine if you got code cards when you opened a booster box. Like they had like some special code card for this in there. I know they come in the pack, but... Oh, cool. Like I forgot to, actually click the bar to type in, so now I have to retype in this whole thing. My bad. Sorry, guys. Alright. Dude, I'm only... I wish I could use my camera and just scan these, but I can't do that while I'm streaming. Oh, what did I not do? Oh, I see where I went wrong. Sorry, that one pack I just kept messing up putting it in. That code had the letter D in it 3 times in a row. That was not fun. Alright. Nope. Alright, that's 8, so I just have 2 more to put in. Yes, it is. How long have I been going for? There's no way I've been streaming for an hour. I don't believe that. Also, you know what's really funny? I've actually been looking at the views after... Every once in a while, I look at how streams do after the fact. And my streams have been actually doing... I'm not going to say they've been doing well. Like, there's... What's it called? Like, that would be a strong word. But I will say, they've been doing better than I thought. I meant to read that. Not Herdier, the Weird Ear's ability. They've been averaging like 5 views on their own, and I'm just like, who's doing it? Because they're getting watch time. So I'm like, someone's just throwing on my stream in the background. So it's like, who? No, the one that's doing better, which I'm very tempted to go back and do it, is, do you remember the, oh, what was it called? The Nuzlocke for Super Smash Bros. Where, I did the Super Smash Bros, story mode, I forget that's name, in, on the Switch version, though, and, yeah, I made it a, Nuzlocke, so if, like, someone knocked out, or if I ever lost a fight with someone, I could never use them again. And I did that, and apparently that did numbers. That has something like, when I say numbers, relative to my channel, it has numbers. And it's a stream that I keep wanting to delete off my channel. Yeah, no, not Subspace Emissary. Subspace Emissary was the one in Brawl. I'm talking about, Smash Ultimate. That one. So, yeah, that's the one that, like, weirdly has views. And I'm tempted to go back to it. Dude, I'm getting nothing. Oh. When either player puts a basic Pokemon from their hand out to their bench, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. We got the Bog. Oh. That's what Weird Ear does. During your turn, you may draw a card. Oh, it is from like 4 years ago, dude. I think you were in one of the chats, because I did multiple streams of it. Mightyena. What is this Mightyena? If your Pokemon has any Pokemon VMAX in play, this attack does cost 3 less. So you can do 160 damage attack. That Jubilife Village. Huh. I don't hate Jubilife Village. Shuffle your hand into your deck, but your turn ends. Hisuian Sneasler. As long as this Pokemon reads your bench, your active Pokemon. That could be cool. You know, I'll look back at it just in case. Another Dark Patch. Hisuian Typhlosion. Discard a Psychic Energy to make your opponent's Pokemon both burned and confused. That's pretty cool. Also, Choi could be a really cool card if you're running that Snorlax stall deck, because it makes each player reveals their hand and draws 3 cards. So that every time I see that card, I remember that because full art hoot because it just sounds cool. Basic energy attached to your Pokemon benched Pokemon can't be discarded by effects of your opponent's items or discard. Yeah, items or supporters. Interesting. I don't run into that situation that often, but interesting. Look at the bottom 3 cards of your deck and put them on top of your deck in any order. Could be interesting. I would love that card in Magic, let me tell you. Alright, let's see. Let me go scroll all the way to the beginning. Like you were saying, I got a ton of supporters. Like, I got the Bog there. Choi, Dark Patch, Gardenia's Vigor. Vigor. It's such a stupid word. Gutsy Pickaxe. Jubilife Village, though. Like I'm saying, that one... Draw until you have 1 more card in your hand than your opponent. That's... funny. Gloria is pretty cool. Shuffle your hand in your deck and draw a card for each card in your opponent's hand. That's interesting. Impact Energy. As long as this is attached, your Pokemon provides every type of energy, but only 1 at a time. And it cures poison. That's pretty sick. Alright, but let's add the Bog into the deck. That seems sick. Gotta go to trainers first, and then I can sort to my stadiums. Oh, where are you at? Alright. So, what do I want to do to fit the Bog? I think I'm going to take out a Nest Ball. I want to... I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. Right? Because I don't want to overwhelm my deck with these. Or, I don't want to overwhelm my deck with stadiums, don't get me wrong. But I still... The reason why Artizone does so well in this deck is it lets me run less Nest Balls and less Ultra Balls. So I'm a big fan of that. Path to the Peak is nice because it shuts down a lot of the major cards. And of course the Bog just does damage, which is super nice. I want to run 2 of it. I just don't know how to get there. It's a balancing act with my trainers. I know that much. I also want to run 1 more switch in this deck, too. Because of how much I basically have to swap in and out and how high my retreat cost is. I'm actually very tempted. I'm going to run 1 last Path to the Peak, I think. To add 1 more switch in the deck. Do I have any other arts? I'm just curious. I don't have any other arts. I'm going to do that to start. And then... I'll leave it at 1 Bog to start. And then we'll see. Because I don't even know if I have enough points to make more of it. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just got the next set of them ready. So if we do another round after... Because I might do... I don't know if I want to keep streaming after this match or maybe do one more. I don't know. Depends on how this match goes. So funny story. I have code cards that don't tell me what pack they're from. This pack is from a pack from 2012. So something tells me that whatever I pull from that pack won't be useful. Do I want to go first? Yes, I will go first. I actually do think this is a deck that likes to go first. It is field control. I didn't get any of my... This is a go second hand, let me tell you. Let me tell you why. Ooh, Lost Zone. I haven't gone against you yet. You know, that is a great question, sir. Will it even work? Here's the thing, dude. I don't think it matters, because I'm pretty sure I'm about to get one shot. I can only put one Pokemon on my bench. You got rid of my Bog! Fuck you! I worked hard to get that Bog out. I drew it first turn and everything. Yeah, I need to run 2 of the Bog. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to evolve you. We're going to use Professor's Research. That was a really good hand, but I just couldn't do anything with it. We're going to Ultra Ball, an Energy, and Liepard. To get Roaring Moon in my hand. We're going to Dark Patch. We're going to put Energy. We're going to use Trade on boss's orders. Dang it. If I drew another, what's it called? Dark Patch, I just won. And what's sad is I have the extra Dark Patch in my discard that I needed. It's a shame. So, but yeah, we'll see if I can unlock a booster pack or not. Looking at how... Dude, I have... Shining Fates was from 2014. I have some 2015 packs. Like Evolving Skies and all that stuff. The sets that are in my hand, I don't think are legal. Or all of them, at least. So I might actually... Ooh. Yeah. A lot of these code cards are from Shining Fates and they're not legal anymore. So... Are you about to kill my Liepard? You bastard! Alright. Give me that one. Sada's Vitality. Alright. Let me look through it and see. I'm going to look through my code cards and see if I have 10 that are legal. So I might just go through all the ones that are currently legal. I don't know if that one is, but I'll still do it just in case. It says 2021, so I'm hoping. Like, I know Fusion Strike is going out this year, but I have some Fusion Strike packs. Let me show you, right? So this is the back of those ones from like 2014. So I'm like not paying attention to this match at all. I'm real sorry. Is that the one in the back? Yeah, this is the one that I showed you. This is the one that doesn't say what set it's from. Huh. Look at that. Oh, look, you got a Giratina VMAX. You know the fun part about Giratina VMAX? Its V-Star ability lets you just knock out a Pokemon. Here's the thing. Why didn't you use your V-Star power, buddy? Put Brute Bonnet right up there. With an Ancient Booster Energy. We're gonna Frenzied Gouging. I'm gonna knock myself out, but I'm taking you with me. Yeah, you get your 2 prize cards, you. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. This game is like, I'm kind of giving up on it, but also like, I'll do it. Giratina V. Giratina V. How much damage do you do? 160! Yes, indubitably. Indubitably. Yes. I have no idea what's happening, dude. I'm kind of like... I just want this match to end so I can open some more packs. I ain't gonna lie with you. Why you gotta use Roxanne? Roxanne's a baddie and she would never do that to me. You're a fiend. Alright, what you got? Clodsire? Cool. Artizone. Give me the Wooper. And then... And... Yeah. I didn't know what else to do there. You know what I should have done? Is instead of Wooper, I should have gone into, what's the name of them? That's a Cramorant. But instead of Wooper, I should have gone into Mew. Switch Cart heals 30 damage, and that's how much Hisuian Sneasel does. Yeah. Mew or Pearl. I would have gone into Mew. Thing is, I have Mew in my hand now, and I don't want to use it. Because of that Radiant Greninja. Yeah, I know, Doc. I'm gonna lose Brute Bonnet. Yeah, I'm gonna lose Brute Bonnet. I'm gonna lose, straight up. I did not draw what I needed from that Sada's Vitality. Yeah, I don't really care about... Path to the Peak actually is very annoying. This deck is just very high energy, and I am not drawing what I need to deal with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Iono. Earthen Vessels, 2 of them? Why would you ever do that to me, deck? Yeah. Yep. That's a Purloin. Yeah, that's all I can do, really. If I, like I said, I don't want to put Purloin on because Radiant Greninja can just knock him out. Alright. We got heads. Here's the problem, is I just have to take 60 damage, and I'm out of this. So let's go. Draw your one pathetic card. Do it. Do it. He shredded me. Alright. So that is the end of that game. Shit. Alright. So let's see. Yeah, cool. I like how I'm just still climbing up the battle pass with this. Like, no one cares. I'm just really curious. If I go... Because I'm opening a lot of Brilliant Stars. That's why I'm like... Yeah, I have a good amount of that set. I was just curious if... yeah, I opened some packs from Sun and Moon. Okay. I was just curious if I had opened, how old of packs I opened. Yeah. Yeah. The thing about if, like, I open Shining Fates or any of those packs is, even though they're not technically... like, usable? I don't know. They're still fun. And I think that's why I'll still, like, open them if they come up. It's just fun. I'm not good at this data entry stuff. There's a reason why all of my jobs are not data entry. So I have, outside of the stack that I had next to my desk, I know I do have some more packs hiding around somewhere. Like, oh, there's the Sylveon one, so let's see if that gives me anything. Yeah, like if I look in like the space next to my desk, I'm sure I have some code cards that I just like have mixed in with my regular cards. It's just one of those, like, I really want some really specific cards, and I'm just not getting them. The good news is you only have to pull one with how this works. Because you can kind of, like, clone any cards that you need. Which is fun. It makes it playable. And they start you off with so many cards and decks in this too, and they give you so many just for participating that it's like you can do basically whatever you need. I do need to make a second copy of the Bog though. So I'll take oh yeah, I said I only had the 7 legal ones. Alright. So I had 7 that we could do legally. So let's add a few Shining Fates, because those are sitting up top. It's weird to think. Shining Fates is 2014? It does not feel that old. But this is just what the pack says, so... Alright, let's see. And one more. So if anyone has an idea for what my PNG to block off the screen for these codes is, let me know. I made myself a little bit small too fast, but should be fine since I clicked submit as it was going through. Alright. Anyways, here's Sylveon. Oh, let's move my face over just a little bit more to the left. When I said a little bit, I really meant a little bit. Aracuda, Morpeko. What's this Morpeko? 30 damage for each damage counter on this. That's pretty cool. Ninetales, Zarude. And this is that Meloetta that keeps annoying me on the ladder. I thought that Meowth said draw 4 cards, not draw a card. And I was like, huh? Alright. Toxel, Fusion Strike Energy, Bunnery, Luxray. Alright. Brilliant Stars. This could be cool. Impidimp, Execute, Hunting Gloves. 30 more damage if your opponent's active Pokemon is Dragon. This Jolteon is really cool. I have this card IRL too. Jigglypuff, sorry. Another Morpeko. Persian. Turtonator. And Boltund. Gossifleur. Dracloak. U-Turn is pretty cool to see on a card. Schoolgirl. And Claydol. Claydol's interesting. Putting damage counters on your opponent's active Pokemon until the HP is 60. It could be interesting. If that was like a dark type, I would make it work in this deck, because with how the poison works, I could probably knock something out in one turn. Cinderace VMAX is kind of sick. It is pretty cool. Alright, this is Shining Fates, so I don't think I can use any of these, but... Oh, I can use this boss's orders if I wanted to, though. The thing is, the one I have is really cool, but I can use that. Just because it was reprinted. I don't know if I can use that gym trainer or not. Trapinch, Rusted Sword, Cramorant, Galarian Mr. Mime. Another Professor's Research, but this one's for Juniper. So, every time I click drop rates, I hope it does something on the screen, but it always puts me to a new tab. Just for fun, do I open a Shining Fates? Or not Shining Fates, I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong set. Huh. Paldean Fates. Let's open one Paldean Fates for fun. Just while I'm here. Alright, let's see. Rare Candy. Lapras. Oinkologne. Okay. Ooh, Fortress DX. It's a grass. So it doesn't change its type? Okay. Once per turn, you may search for up to 5 basic grass energy, attach them to your Pokemon in any way you'd like, then shuffle your deck. Sorry, it's kind of hard to read when it's all shiny. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this guy might be cool. He might be a deck. I might, if I keep making fun decks like this one, I might make him one. We'll see. It looks sick. No, the reason why I had that reaction, I was like, oh, its type doesn't change. Unless it's like, because it could be the bug, but I think Fortress is normally Steel in this, so I don't know. It comes close. Alright, let's see. I did want to... Oh, I only have 2 paths to the peak, so I can't even... Alright, hold up. First I have to do the exchange. Luckily it's only 100. I can get rid of an earthen vessel. But I have an issue drawing energy sometimes. I can get rid of... I don't want to get rid of Asada's Vitality. That's really good. I'm not going to get rid of a Professor's Research. Ancient Booster Energy Capsule is very nice. I don't want to get rid of a Switch. I'm tempted to get rid of an Escape Rope. Because it's not often I use... I like using Switches a lot more than Escape Ropes. Escape Ropes are nice, swapping out your opponent's Pokemon and your own, don't get me wrong. Just for this deck, I don't think it's the best. I might be wrong. We shall see. Alright. Heads or tails? Remember, tails never fails. No, it's head because I always want head. Damn it. No head for me tonight. Alright, let's see. So, all I have in my hand is a Purloin, and that kind of sucks. Until I see what deck my opponent's running, I'm going to kind of probably play this a little bit relaxed. I'm guessing Charizard by the sleeves. Could be wrong. Now, hear me out. I have both Gapejaw, Bog, and Artizone in my hand. So, yeah. I can go one of two ways, because you can only play one stadium per turn. It's not like I can play one, use Artizone, then swap it out for the Bog right before my opponent's turn. I can't do that. But I can use the Artisan. I'll do that. For Brute Bonnet, I'm going to give it the Ancient Booster Energy. And I'm going to equip it with a Dark Energy. Then I'm going to use Iono because I don't want to get rid of my Bog yet. And I don't want to get rid of that Dark Patch, so I'll just put him in my deck instead. Let's throw on Wooper. I'll keep Mew in my hand. Let's just poison Purloin and Charcadet and end. That's not the greatest turn, I will admit. Like, the only thing in my discard is Iono. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan that evolving gets rid of your status condition. Theoretically, I could run Worker in this deck too. So, I'm real curious while they're taking their turn if I can find any, I guess, code cards lying around. Oh, that's 120 damage. Alright. Pooper, it's your time to shine. Path to the peak. I salute you, good sir. Yeah, there it is. There's a code card. So I can do a little bit. And it looks like this code card is for Paldea Evolved. Path to the peak, no! Calamitous Snowy Mountain. Huh, that could be cool. I'm like half looking, like, I'm trying to keep up. Oh! Oh! Sorry, I'm like working on my deck in real life too. I just didn't realize I had these, Manaphies. So, like I think I bought Jirachis, but I wanted to swap them to Manaphy. Like, I was talking about that last stream. So, it's good to know I had that around. Oh my god, I have so much double energies. Yes! I didn't know if I had one of these Lipards around, so it's good to know that I do. I need 2 for my deck, though, so I need to find one more. Yes, I've kind of given up on this match, too, because, I'll be real, I'm not having anything happen. I got a Mew. To use Mew's ability, it has to be in the front slot, so, yeah, it's a Zardy-X deck, but that's not even it. But, like, let's be real. I don't care about being a Zardy-X deck. This is just a deck that's heavily luck-based. On top of the poison stuff. And I'm like trying to make the poison work, don't get me wrong. But I just got A very poor start. Ah, looks like I have a couple of these Brute Bonnets in real life too. And Radiant Hawlucha. Clodsire EX. Okay, so what we're going to do is drop the hammer. I can't see how many damage counters it has because the poison is in front of it. How much do you have? 220. And it had a second one, they had a second one. Oh my god, that's gonna hurt. As I'm like trying to find... I'm like running through this like, alright. As many code cards as I can, let's go, let's go. No! I just dropped like all the cards when I went to switch card. Switch who's up front. Alright. Oh, there's a Liepard. But we're gonna use Mew real quick. Mew gives me a Dark Patch. Well, I didn't need a Dark Patch. We'll survive. Not this game. This deck definitely lost this game. So I keep like looking at some of the cards I have while looking for code cards. Like, huh. Oh, alright. Radiant Sneasler, you're dead. It's been a pleasure. Don't you tell me what to do. I said end. Yeah, I couldn't play any of the cards in hand. I can't remember if I put any of these Purloins in my deck too, so I should have been probably looking for Purloin that entire time. Alright, let's see how many cards I got. Because now I just went to where I found a bunch of code cards in a chunk. This is a very big pack opening stream. Hey, look, it's the Wooper! Found one! Alright. Let me see if I can find just a couple more packs. I don't have that many more cards to go through. I was hoping to get at least 10. I think we only have like 7 though. Alright. If all I have is 7, then I can open some of like the other packs too, though. Like the older series. Oh, I did have one more on the bottom of this. Okay. Why do I buy that many packs? I didn't. Let me tell you, these are packs from the past 5 years. And they're not just my packs. They are from me and one of my coworkers. And this coworker does not get rid of cards, even code cards. So they just gave me all of their code cards on top of my own that I had. So, you know, like back when I was selling cards on eBay, and I was like buying packs to try to sell the pulls and like all that stuff. Funny story, I actually pulled 11 code cards. So we're going to set these just to the side so I can go through them tomorrow. Or after stream, I don't know. So yeah, this isn't like something I just did. This is just, you know, stuff that happens. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I could do that the other way. And I was like, damn. First off, before I go through these, are any of these for a special pack? Stuff like... They're all just pack. Card marring? What? Oh. This pack doesn't start with a Q? What do you mean? Oh yeah, that one random dude who bought a card and then was like, hey, there's a scratch on this. And I went, hey, I sent you extra pictures before you bought the card. You still decided to buy it. Like, shut up. Because little do you guys know, the customer is always wrong. Now, if anyone's curious about what happened with all of that, though, basically, my old roommate, her now ex-boyfriend, gave me his entire old Pokemon card collection, and then I sold it on eBay. He knew I was going to sell it on eBay from the start. Don't get me wrong. It's not like me being a dick. It was just, he gave it to me to sell because he knew I knew what it was, and he was like, it's just taking up space in the attic. So I was like, cool. No prob. So I ended up selling, I don't know, all of those. I basically made rent for the month off of selling all of his old cards. And, like, the first card I sold out of all of those, I got a complaint because some guy was like, there's a scratch on it. And I'm like, you're a fool. He did. Too bad he was such a shitty person. But he did have a good collection. Yeah, I still have some of his shit around too. Like, he had all of the, like, the fancy boxes, like, stuff like these boxes, right? He had, I don't know, a bunch of them. That one I don't actually think was one of his. I think that was one of mine. But yeah, because I think Evolving Skies came out after. No, Evolving Skies didn't come out after. Yeah, still. He had a lot of cool cards, though. Shout out to when I sold a $100 card, and I did not tell him, though. That's like one of those, like, what would you do? Yeah, he had a bunch of full arts. He literally told me, he was like, just do it. I don't care what happens to it. And I'm like, cool, okay. And I did not tell him when I was selling some of those cards. It's not almost impossible to get full arts. The Mewtwo and a test tube card that sold for like $80-something, that was pretty sick. Don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, code packs, I straight up, he was like, I think, I don't know what was going on, but He was just gifted so many things, and he didn't even like Pokemon. That's the funniest thing. He, like, was given all these packs, but he didn't really like or know what was going on. Oh. I collected one too many packs. Let me see. Alright. But yeah. Alright, here's some Paldea Evolved. We got Tandemaus, Spidops, a Delivery Drone, Dino, Weavile. Weavile works kind of like an escape rope. And Hariyama. Alright. Dunsparce, Combee, Raichu, Veluza, Shroodle. Ooh, T-Tar. Does 30 more damage for each of your opponent's benched Pokemon, so that maxes out at 180 damage for just 1 energy. Not bad. And Dread Mountain, discard the top 4 cards of your deck. That's not horrible in a dark deck, because dark decks are so discard heavy. That's like, that is a deck you would have to, if you're going to invest in running that, you need Super Rods. That's just something. If you guys have an interest in me turning that T-Tar into a deck, let me know. Town Store, Glamet, Floatzel, Capsicid. Oh, look, a Larvitar. And Scizor. Is it a sign? Oh, it's Clefairy, Finizen, Dogetic, Steenie, Gita, Greedent EX. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may put those cards into your hand. If you don't, discard those cards and draw 3 cards. Interesting. So that's not... Yeah, you can either look at the top 3. You can either put them into your hand or discard them and draw a different 3. Alright. Alright. That's not horrible. Oh, look, another Paldean. Ooh, I might actually... No, I'm not going to switch this Paldean Wooper, because I like the other one having the find a home thing. Paldean Tauros, Garganacl. Oh, there's a Calamitous Snowy Mountain. I mentioned that out loud while I was looking for these. It's not great unless I'm running a water deck. Smoliv, Darumaka... Another Glimmora EX. So many of them. Sudowoodo and Veluza. Okay, but also I need you guys to understand, I work with a lot of Pokemon nerds at both of my jobs. One of my jobs is at a zoo. People are into Pokemon, they give me shit there. The other is at a cafe that is themed around pop culture. I get given things. Anyways, so code cards are just kind of... Not a lot of people play this game, so I just tend to get given them. Although I do want to get a booster box for things to open on stream for like when I get, I don't know, like every 10 subs or something. Maybe every 5 because I'm at a lower... Maybe every sub. I don't know. I'm so low with subscribers. I could open a pack every sub at the start. And then once I get to 100 subs, switch to like every 5. Who knows? Anyways, I'm going to stop the stream here, you guys. Thank you guys for watching. We'll continue on with this deck again sometimes soon. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Alright, I think tomorrow does sound good. Anyways, we're going to end the stream here. Thank you guys for